It's Tuesday, July 22nd, and we have a full MLB breakdown for you. If you're watching this video for the first time, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We post these videos every single day. And what we're going to do is we're going to start off by going over every single game, 1 through 15 on the slate, breaking down who we think is going to win, where the value is on either side of the money line, and then also looking at the player props and identifying which players have good value for general props or for even long shots like home runs. So stay tuned. Make sure you lock in, get your notepad out, and let's dive right on in. To start things out, though, I do want to go over what is scrolling across the bottom of the screen right now, which is the 1 to 1,000 challenge. This is what we got today for our 1 to 1,000 challenge slip. What this is a fun challenge where we try to hit a plus 100,000 odds slip in the MLB. Okay, we're on day 45. We are on day 45, but let's be honest. We've had 4 days that have hit 3 out of 4 in those 45. And we've had probably, 15 now? 16 days that have gone 2 out of 4. So if you are tailing this slip and you do have a more available bankroll than just $1 for something like this that you don't mind potentially losing, I highly suggest round robining these slips by 2. If you'd round robin these slips by 2, I'm almost certain, I haven't done the math on it yet, but the way it feels like you'd probably be in a net profit over these 45 days if you'd been round robining by 2s with how many times we've hit 2 out of 4 on this slip. So if you can, if you want to, round robin this bad boy by 2. Yesterday it went 2 out of 4 as well. Today, great chance of it going 2 out of 4, although we are hoping for a 4 out of 4 day. Starting off, Jose Ramirez. Absolutely love him. We're going to get into all these guys in an in-depth breakdown as we go through the video and through the stream. But Jose Ramirez, Kyle Schwarber, Addison Barger, and Victor Caratini. Obviously, we needed one long shot on here. If we're going to have guys like Schwarber and Ramirez to get us to the 100,000 odds, even with a 50% boost, we still barely get there. So we added in Victor Caratini as that leg, and we'll talk about why in a second. But that being said, let's go ahead and let's get right on into it. This screen right here is rudebets.com. There is a promo at the bottom of the screen, 25% off your first month if you use code RUDE. It is a MLB, NBA, NFL, college football, college basketball, sports research tool that I built because I couldn't find something on the market that did what I wanted, which is properly model out probabilities for every single event in any single game so that I can find where value is on the line. That is the most important thing in sports betting. If you're sports betting, it's not about finding and predicting the future of who's going to win a game. It's about finding probabilities that the book or the other people you're competing against on the book do not value at the same rate that you do. And by doing so, it's like if I gave you a coin flip, right? Say, heads or tails, 50% each way. Instead of giving you 50% or plus 100 to win on heads, I'm going to give you 60% payout for heads and 40% payout for tails. Of course, you're going to bet tails every time if you're going to be getting way more value than just 50% on the payout when you flip a coin and it hits tails half the time. That's what we're doing here. So come sign up if you haven't yet, and let's get into game 1. Padres, Marlins. I'm going to go ahead and double screen so y'all can see the odds screener as well, because I know that has been pretty helpful. This is the other screen that I look at on my second monitor here. I do like to see what these odds are, obviously, as I talk through it, so I can tell you where the value is on any play. And now by doing so, you can see exactly what I mean by identifying value. So first game here, we do have the Marlins at minus 118. On the money line, they're minus 124. That is negative expected value, right? So just to show you what negative expected value looks like, if you sign up for rudebets.com, under simulation tools, obviously you have your simulators, but then you have the edge calculator here. So minus 118 is what we have it at. Minus 124 is what the book has it at. So that means you get negative 1.23% on this play. It's not worth taking. On the other side, same thing. Plus 118 is what we think the Padres should be valued at. They're at plus 106. You don't get good value on it. So no value on either side of the money line in this game. That being said, let's go into the player props and see if we can find anything here. Stephen Kolek versus Edward Cabrera. Cabrera's stuff has been nasty, man. He is really, really good. So I don't expect a lot of high pitch mixes, pitch mix ratings, which this is a rating from 0 to 10 on how well the batter matches up against what the pitcher throws. If we click on one of these guys like Fernando Tatis, you can click on anybody's name and get a breakdown of that pitch mix rating. So you can see all the different pitch types and then how they do versus that pitch type in terms of runs above average per 100 pitches, and then how the pitcher does throwing it and how often they throw it. So based on all these numbers, basically it tells you he's got a 4.13 out of 10 rating. Merrill's a 5. I like to look for guys that are at least a 5 and above to be comfortable with it. Now That's just generally what I look for. But we don't have too many of those today on the Padres. Jackson Merrill looks okay. So anybody that's above a 5 has a good batting average, has a good hits, runs, and RBIs projection. They might be worth taking. One thing you want to do, though, is you're going to want to click on his name, go to the hits, runs, and RBIs section, change it to 1.5, look at what the fair value is on the odds, and then if you can get a better price than that, it's a play to take. So Jackson Merrill, minus 180 would be fair value for him at 2 hits, runs, and RBIs. I'm certain Jackson Merrill's line's less than that. Manny Machado, similarly, you could take him today, but home run-wise, no one really stands out today on the Padres for home run. All these probabilities and fair odds are just way too low of probabilities for me to want to take anyone. On the other side, Stowers, we talked about him yesterday. I said if you boosted him, you're going to get positive EV on him. He hit a home run. A lot of people in the chat probably did boost him. There were a lot of questions on him, so good job if you hit him. Very similar today. I think yesterday we had him at like 15 or 16%. Today he's also at 15 or 16%. I'm going to guess his odds are cooked. No, they're not. Plus 420. I mean, let's see what she'd have to... So we have him at 567 and 425 is the best line. So it's negative 4%. That's what you generally see on a popular player right now. On a popular home run hitter, they're always going to give you a little bit of negative expected value. Although this isn't too bad if you boost him. Once again, you're probably going to get some decent odds on him. I bet if you boost him, you can get him at least up to like 525, maybe even close to 550, and then it's pretty much a fair value play. So once again, Stowers, if you boost him, go for it. But he's just red hot. I don't think I would take him today. I'm not going to. But that's about it in that one. Game 2, Tigers-Pirates. Tigers-Pirates. We had the Pirates winning yesterday. They did. Today we have the Tigers winning. Minus 140 is fair value. They're sitting at minus 130. I think you could take the Pirates today. The Tigers today. Minus 140 versus a minus 130. You're getting 1.81% expected value on the play. Not terrible. Last night you went with Stanton, Alonso, and Yelich. We'll see. Tigers on the money line looks pretty good today. Pitch mix wise though, against Mitch Keller, I mean they don't match up too well. We're expecting this to be 8 runs, maybe 4-3, could be 7 runs. Mitch Keller doesn't give up a lot of home runs either, so don't expect anybody to stand out value wise for a home run on the Tigers, or on the other side even. Not really a good home run game in general. Riley Green, probably pretty good for hits, runs, and RBIs with a 304 batting average versus righties. I could see him driving in some runs today. Maybe you could just take him for an RBI at 0.83 on the projection. RBIs for Riley Green, we have him with a minus 129 fair value to hit an RBI today. So 56% chance that he hits an RBI. And very high chance that he hits a hit. So yeah, hits, runs, and RBIs for him looks pretty good today. Not too much offensively that stands out for the Tigers against Mitch Keller. Just not too much. Riley Green would be the only guy I'd really be interested in looking at for hits, runs, and RBIs. On the other side, McCutchen, solid maybe for a hit. I don't see the Pirates scoring many runs today. They don't score many runs generally. Outside of that one little hot streak they had before the break, but not against Casey Mize. Nobody really has a good pitch mix. A lot of low pitch mixes. McCutchen's the only one that's a 5 or above. Not expecting a ton of offense here. Just not. I think the only play here really is Tigers money line. So, Game 3, Orioles-Guardians. Orioles-Guardians. Guardians minus 175. Wow. There's some value in that. At minus 142, there is some value in the Guardians today, actually. Brandon Young going up against Joey Cantillo. Yeah. Ramon Laureano with a good pitch mix. Once again, nobody looks good for home runs. So this is 3 games in a row now where we haven't found any good home run plays, at least on this side. So 2.5 games. Jackson Holiday could be good for hits, runs, and RBIs. Westberg's pitch mix is too low. I don't love that. He could be good for a hit, but yeah, Westberg could be okay, I guess. His pitch mix is just a little too low. Gunnar, nothing really there. Laureano, nah. Orioles don't really interest me today. But the Guardians look pretty good. Stephen Kwan, great pitch mix, great batting average. Nolan Jones, great pitch mix, not a good batting average. Jose Ramirez, outstanding pitch mix, almost a perfect 10, 9.74, 30% chance at a home run. As you can see, he's on the 1 to 1,000 slip. I do like Jose Ramirez today for a homer at plus 320 or plus 300. We had him yesterday. He did hit one. I could definitely see him going back-to-back. I don't mind that play. So, really don't mind it. Really don't mind it. Jose Ramirez. I like him for everything. Santana could be good for a hit. Schneeman could be good for a hit. Yeah, a lot of good options today on the Guardians. I think they look really good. Makes me really like their money line as well. So Guardians money line, Jose Ramirez, maybe a couple other guys if you want to take general props like Quan, things like that. So Guardians look pretty solid today. Red Sox Phillies game 4. We have Phillies minus 158. So there is actually, I mean, not really. There's not really value. 158 versus 166. Okay, 1% value on taking the Red Sox to win today. I don't think it's outstanding. Not really worth taking as that heavy of an underdog. But there is more value on taking the Red Sox than there would be on the Phillies today. But not enough. Good home run weather, 15% ballpark factor, which is really solid. Oh, so this is the one situation where I generally like taking Red Sox, and that's against left-handed pitching. Only problem here is they're going up against a very, very good left-handed pitcher. So probably nothing on the Red Sox today. Really low pitch mixes outside of Bregman. These are the guys you target against lefties, though. These are the 3. Ref Snyder, Romy, and Alex Bregman. Specifically Alex Bregman and Romy. Well, and Ref Snyder. I mean, all 3. So if you did want to take any sort of general props, hits, runs, and RBIs, it'd be one of those 3. But Chris Sanchez is just too good to really feel comfortable doing that, unless you get crazy plus money value on it. On the other side, I like Schwarber today for a home run, 28% chance. 18 homers against righties this year. Pitch mix-wise, he looks pretty good at 5.85. It's not terrible. It's really just the slider, but his slider is bad, so I'm not worried about it. Fastball slider pitcher. Yeah, I do like Schwarber today. You could take it for other props too, but I'm going to just stick with him on the home run side. Harper today would be more of a hits, runs, and RBIs guy or total bases. Really it'd just be hits, runs, and RBIs. Same with Trey Turner, but Schwarber would be the home run candidate here. I like the value on it. Plus 257. When you boost him, you get him into positive EV. So we got him right here at plus 276 with the boost. So yeah. Game 5, Reds Nationals. Reds minus 136. There's value on the Nats as an underdog today. This is tough, man. This is tough. Chase Burns is still... Honestly, though... Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't take the Nats. I wouldn't do it. Chase Burns' data is a little flawed because he's had some really bad starts, but he's starting to figure it out. He's a good strikeout guy, though. The only problem is he can't go that deep into games. Chase Burns, 5.5 strikeouts. I like the line. I mean, he's going to get 6 today. You got to take Chase Burns over 5.5 strikeouts. I feel like you just have to. So I really do like that play. I like that probably more than the money line. If I had to pick a side of the money line, I would go with the underdog with the Nats, but home run wise, Noelvi Marte could be a good option. He's plus 850, plus 750. He's a good long shot. He's a really good long shot. Ellie, not a great option today. Austin Hayes, not a great option. Oh, Austin Hayes at plus 560 isn't bad. But hits, runs, and RBIs wise, Ellie and Hayes for sure. I do like Ellie and Hayes for hits, runs, and RBIs. On the other side, James Wood. I actually like James Wood for a home run today. Plus 400, I think it's good value. Plus 450 on DraftKings. 7.45 on the pitch mix. If someone's going to hit a home run off Chase Burns, which he's given up some this year, he's given up a good amount, it would be James Wood. So it would be James Wood. Outside of that, though, probably don't really want to get too deep into taking the Nats against Burns. Probably don't want to get too deep into it. But Burns for strikeouts looks really good. Wood for a home run's a good long shot. And then Hayes or De La Cruz for hits, runs, and RBIs. Noelvi is a long shot home run play. Yeah, overall, just be a little cautious with the Nats today. Burns is starting to figure it out. Game 6, Yankees, Blue Jays. Schlitter versus Scherzer. 50-50 game. Let's see who's the underdog here. see who's the underdog here. Yankees are an underdog at plus 104, but there's no value on it. Judge for a home run today. He looks great. His value's fair, plus 200. Hits, runs, and RBIs wise, there's some good options here. I mean, Stanton's okay for a home run. I bet his odds are pretty cooked though. 17% chance for Stanton. Yeah, 240. I just think his odds are too low. His odds are just too low, plus 240. 1.78 total bases per hit. He's not even hitting a home run 10% of his at-bats versus righties this year. I don't know how they have him at plus 240. That's just name value. His odds are based on his name. Realistically, Stanton should be like 350 at least, but he's not. Jazz looks pretty good today for a home run. Plus 285 is fair value. He's sitting at plus 330. I don't mind Jazz today for a homer either. So Judge and Jazz are good value plays. Stanton has good probability. Cody at plus 480, nah. Jason Dominguez plus 400, no. So yeah, those are the kind of the guys on the Yankees. On the other side, I do like Springer today for a homer. Plus 470 is fair value. I really like Addison Barger as well. Plus 480. Wow, that tanked. I literally just got Addison Barger plus 586 with the boost. He was like plus, I think what was he, plus 520 when I took him? So in 10 minutes, Addison Barger has dropped from 520 to 480. So people are getting in on Addison Barger, I guess. I wonder if it's because people are tailing that slip. I don't know. He has 4 homers versus Max, but in what time frame? In the last 3 years, he only has 1. If that's extended, I mean, like these guys are both like, what, 40? So 4 homers across like 15 years, actually not that many. With how many times they've probably faced each other, I don't know. Maybe. I just still think plus 240 is... If it was 4 homers and like 10 at-bats, then yeah, it makes sense. But if it's 4 across like 40 at-bats, it's still only 10%. And plus 240 is 29%. So, I don't know. I still think that they're just trying to scam people on that line. Anyway, Addison Barger I do like a lot today. Vladdy looks pretty good even. Too. Fair value for a homer. Number 1 would be Barger for me. Springer and then Vladdy. Yeah, there's some good options today on the Jays. We'll see how Schlitter does. I mean, we'll see how he does, right? He's young. He could be really good today. He's their number 1 prospect, so 28 bats, 27 official. Okay. So 4 and 28, 4 and 30 almost. So a little more than 10%. But once again, that's across a lot of years. These guys are old now. But maybe that helps out Stanton. Scherzer is definitely not as good as he used to be. But yeah, good options today on the Jays. No value on the money line, though. Good options on the Yankees, too. This is a good game for home runs. There's going to be some good home runs in this game, I feel. Game 7, Angels-Mets. Minus 120 in favor of the Mets. There's no value there. There's honestly more value in just taking the Angels to upset. There's a lot more value in taking the Angels today. Plus 144. Yeah, I think that's a good dog play. I think that's a good underdog play. Angels money line is not bad. Yeah, you're getting some good value in that. Home run wise, against Montas, I mean, he throws meatballs. He does throw meatballs. That's already built into the lines. You can see Adele sitting at plus 340, Ohapi plus 440, Mike Trout at plus 310, Taylor Ward 370. So they're all negative expected value, but these 3 right here, all pretty solid. They all have a good chance of hitting a home run today. If you boost them, you probably get them close to positive expected value or fair value. So don't really mind that. Montas throws meatballs. Meatball Montas. So if I had to pick one of these, I would just go with the value, honestly. I would just go with the value and probably pick like Taylor Ward. He's got the best odds. And he's got the highest. Joe Adele's got the highest pitch mix. Yeah, probably Joe Adele. But yeah, any of these 3 could be solid options for home runs today, especially if you boost them. On the other side, Brandon Nimmo, I do like him today for home runs. 7.74 in the pitch mix, 20% probability. He looks really good. Juan Soto plus 285. If you can boost him, you can get him into fair value. Don't mind Juan Soto either. Pete Alonso, 285 isn't great. I mean, 18% chance is not bad. I would rather take Pete Alonso for hits, runs, and RBIs today. Really good pitch mix. Really good batting average. Pete Alonso is a good candidate today. He is good. Let's see. Yeah, I'd really just kind of focus on Soto, Pete Alonso, and Nimmo. Nobody else really has that good of a pitch mix. Yeah. I mean, Jeff McNeil could be a sneaky home run play, though. Jeff McNeil at plus 680, I don't mind that. I do not mind Jeff McNeil at plus 680. Yeah, and McNeil's good against fastballs, too. That's his pitch. So, McNeil's a sneaky good play if you want a long shot. We got some good long shots on the board today. Guys like Jeff McNeil. So, good options here for home runs in this game as well. You got 3 on this side, and you got about 3 or 4 on this side as well. So, Game 8, Giants-Braves. Braves heavy favorite here. They're only minus 118. I think there's good value in taking them. They dominated yesterday. The Braves are starting to get pretty hot. So, Braves money line, I like it. Should be a low-scoring game. You got Davis Daniel going up against Landon Roop. Interesting matchup. Davis Daniel doesn't have a big sample size this year. Does not have a big sample size this year. But I don't really like anybody on the Giants today. Their offense is just kind of boring, if we're being honest. It's not great. Yeah, it just hasn't been that exciting. But low sample size for Davis Daniels, so there's not really much to work on here. On the other side, Ronald Acuna looks really good for general props today. 350 versus righties, 9.51 on the pitch mix. Not a huge fan of him for home run, only 16% chance. But Ronald Acuna Jr. for anything else looks really good. 350, 1.92 total bases per hit, dominates all of these pitches. He's positive runs above average against every pitch. Specifically against the 2 he throws, he's very good against. Those are his, 2 of his 3 best pitches. Actually, all 3, these are his 3 best pitches. Those are the 3 he throws. So, could also see him possibly drawing a walk. Yeah, 47% chance to draw a walk. So, Ronald Acuna looks really good today. That's kind of the only player on the Braves that I'd focus on. But yeah, I do like Acuna, and I like the Braves to win this game. Assuming Davis Daniel can have a good start. Game 9, White Sox Rays. Man, I mean, we said yesterday the value was on the White Sox and not the Rays. They ended up winning. I didn't expect that, but there was more value on the White Sox than there was the Rays. Today, same thing, same story, plus 177, plus 190. Once again, probably wouldn't take it. But I just don't think there's value on taking the Rays at minus 230. There's just not. Once again, nobody to take on the White Sox offense. There never is. They're just not good. They've had a good 4-game stretch, but like we don't data model on what 4 games are. We data model on the entire season. So can't take anybody on the White Sox. But Jonathan Aranda today, he does look pretty good again. He looked good yesterday, and he kind of threw up a dud. Where is he? Plus 477, plus 400. Yeah, I mean, I'd want him at the 450 at least to take him for a home run. But Caminero, plus 285 is crazy. Jeez, man, that line is cooked. Caminero, I mean, yeah, I think that's too low to take. You're kind of priced out on him. Yandy plus 460. Yeah, you're getting priced out on a lot of these guys. On the Rays. That being said, you could definitely transition to hits, runs, and RBIs. Aranda, Mangum, Diaz, like those guys should all get 2 hits, runs, and RBIs today. Caminero could. His pitch mix is low, but this is the thing. Caminero's pitch mix is always low. He actually has a really bad pitch mix, which I don't understand how, but he does. So I don't put too much weight into his pitch mix because he's a good hitter that just has a low pitch mix. But yeah, Caminero could be another good option today for hits, runs, and RBIs. He is the best option here for a home run. I don't love him at 285. I think the price is just terrible. But he is the best option for a homer in this game. Excuse me. Game 10, A's Rangers. Heavy favorite to the Rangers today, but their line is not really worth it. Neither side of this money line has any value. Neither side has any value. Home run wise and just general props wise, Kurtz once again is the number one option for a home run. We had him yesterday. He hit one. I think you could take Kurtz for a double even. I mean, the guy's been hitting a double pretty much every game. It's like, I don't know how, but it's been free for like 7 games in a row. So you could take Kurtz for a double if you don't want to take him for another home run, or you could just take him for a home run at plus 390. It's fair value. Against Jacob deGrom, though, I mean, not a lot of good pitch mixes here. I don't think I'd really take anybody else. Honestly, if you do take Kurtz, you're probably praying for him against the bullpen. DeGrom's been outstanding. But Kurtz would be the only guy I'd be interested in today on the A's. On the other side, Corey Seager looks pretty good. His home run odds, though, plus 300, not great. Name tax. There is a name tax on that. Josh Smith. I mean, Josh Smith, actually, plus 600 for home runs, not bad. It's a little bit of fair value, a little bit of a positive expected value, a couple percent. It's not terrible. It's really not that bad. It's about the only guy, though, that would be fair value for a homer on this team. For hits, runs, and RBIs, though, top 3 in the order all look pretty solid. Corey Seager, Josh Smith, I like both of them if you're going to go for hits, runs, and RBIs. DeGrom for strikeouts, we do have him at 7. I think it's important to look at that real quick. DeGrom, 6.5, minus 112. It's not terrible. I mean, it's a lot of strikeouts, though. 7 is a ton. It is a ton. I'd rather take JT Ginn over 3.5, honestly. JT Ginn over 3.5 at plus 108. It's not bad. I mean, Rangers strike out a decent amount. Let's look at what some of these strikeout rates are. Only 15% for him. That's not too high. Corey Seager, 22%. Okay, that's pretty high. Semien, 20% versus righties. Okay. Garcia, 26%. Yeah. I mean, realistically, I think it's not a bad play to take JT Ginn over 3.5, especially at plus money. So, decent option there. But yeah, Seager and Smith look good, and then Kurtz would be the only guy I would take on the other side. Game 11, Royals-Cubs. Game 11, Royals-Cubs. Thank you, as a Brewers fan, thank you, Royals, yesterday. Thank you, Royals. Shout out, Royals. Cubs minus 235. We have at minus 274. I mean, they're probably going to win this game. Rich Hill, the 45-year-old making a start. I don't know what's going on with that, but I guess. I don't know. Going up against Matthew Boyd, who's been outstanding this year. I mean, yeah, you can't really take anybody on the Royals today, I don't think. Maybe Bobby Witt, but I just feel like it's too dangerous to take anybody against Matthew Boyd today on the Royals. He's been way too good. Cubs are fair value on the money line. If you need a juicer, I mean, I don't think they lose this game. I don't like taking MLB teams at minus 200. I just do not. You get burned way too often in a sport like baseball, so I'm not a huge fan of it. But if you do, it is fair value. Excuse me. Jeez. On the Cubs, a lot of guys look pretty good. A lot of guys look pretty good against Rich Hill. Seiya Suzuki, Kyle Tucker, Pete Crow Armstrong with almost a perfect 10 out of 10 rating. Take your pick on the Cubs today, honestly. You could take your pick. PCA 430, I actually don't hate the negative expected value there. Seiya Suzuki plus 330, don't hate it. Kyle Tucker plus 350. I don't love Kyle Tucker for a home run, but for general props, I like him. But Seiya and Pete Crow Armstrong for home runs today look pretty solid. I'll probably end up having 1 or 2 of those guys at some point. PCA, I just really like his pitch mix rating. And he's home run or bust versus lefties. 2.16 total bases per hit. Terrible batting average. He literally hits a home run or he strikes out. Like, that's what he does against lefties. Seiya looks great. It's almost a 6 out of 10 on the pitch mix. Dominates lefties from power perspective. So, yeah, I do like Seiya for a homer today. I do. Yeah, you got a lot of options on the Cubs today. They should have their way. Game 12, Cardinals, Rockies. Another good game for home runs, I think. Money line wise, I mean, we have the Cardinals as a stupid heavy favorite. They're at minus 162. Yeah, you got to take that. I feel like you have to take the Cardinals money line today. It's just too worth it. Blaylock has been terrible, and then Fetty's okay. So pitch mix ratings. Look at all these. Look at all these pitch mix ratings against Blaylock. I mean, they all look outstanding. Brendan Donovan, great. Herrera, great. Burleson, great. Alec Burleson, I don't think he's going to play today. If he did play today, I'd have him on a home run slip immediately, but I think he's out. Contreras, we said yesterday he was the number 1 guy for a homer. He did hit one. Today, Arenado probably would be if Burleson's out, but I mean, Contreras is right there with him. I do like Nolan Arenado for a home run today. Plus 450, I think it's really good value. So, plus 450 for Arenado, 7.45 on the pitch mix. I really like that play as a home run option. Take anybody for hits, runs, and RBIs, and you're probably all right. I don't need to go into too much detail. They all look great. On the other side, Tyler Freeman, Mickey Moniak is a home run guy I do like today. Plus 420, you can boost him into positive EV. 17% chance, number one guy on this team to hit a home run. If you don't want to go that route, take him for hits, runs, and RBIs. Same with Goodman or Freeman. All those guys look solid for hits, runs, and RBIs. Should be a high-scoring game. What's the total in this one? Over-under is 13.5. Oh, my God. I didn't expect that. I did not expect that. I was thinking it was going to be 10.5, maybe 11.5. 13.5 is just crazy. I mean, what? So, yeah, I take anybody for hits, runs, and RBIs. And Arenado for a home run. Jeez. Yeah, this is going to be a game and a half offensively. But, yeah, Moniak is really the only guy for a home run I would take on the Rockies. Wow. A lot of options. 13.5 over-under is crazy. That's crazy. What's the Yerfie in this game? Minus 174 for the Yerfie. What? That's insane. I've never seen a Yerfie that high. All right. Okay. Yeah, this game's dumb. This game is just dumb. Anyways, game 13, Brewers Mariners. Hey, how about my crew? How about my Brew crew? I told you yesterday to take them. I said ride them. They're hot. Once again, this is like the 6th game in a row they're an underdog. Take the Brewers money line until they lose. Like, what are we doing? How are they still an underdog? Mizorowski on the mound versus Logan Gilbert, and you have the Brewers as an underdog. I mean, what are we doing? I've never seen a team go on an 11-game winning streak, 6 of which are against the best team in the league in the Los Angeles Dodgers, and still be an underdog for the 5th game in a row. The disrespect is crazy, but I'll take it. It's been free money. Brewers money line as an underdog has been free money. Every single day, plus money. Over and over again. And it keeps hitting. So, 57% chance the Brewers win. Minus 134 is what we have, Matt. I mean, if they're going to keep giving it to us, I guess keep riding it. At this point, you're playing with house money on the Brewers. At this point, if you're riding the streak, you're playing with house money. Anyways, Churio, I like him overall with the 6.6 on the pitch mix. Yelich is the number one guy for home run. What's the odds for his homer today? Yelich at plus 560. That's good value. I don't mind the Yelly homer line at plus 560. Churio feels due, although I don't love his odds today or his probability. Well, we talked about this yesterday. You can't really take many guys in the Brewers offense for hits, runs, and RBIs because it's different guys every single day. They're just a good collective. There's no one that stands out. But on the other side, against Mizorowski, who are you going to take? Who are you really going to take against Mizorowski? Nobody. Cal for a home run, plus 488. You're not going to get that line. Mizorowski strikeouts over 6.5. It's a really good one. You got Yelly for plus 631. That's a good line. Mizorowski over 6.5 strikeouts. I mean, probably. And Logan Gilbert over 6.5 strikeouts. Also probably. You can get... I would go take this right now. Logan Gilbert over 6.5 minus 145. What is that line? Actually, that's not a bad line, but like, why is FanDuel have him at minus 188? I don't get that. Luke Raley? Nah, man. Look at this pitch mix. 0.14. Almost a full 0 out of 10. That slider, that 97-mile-an-hour slider, Luke Raley's bad against sliders anyway. Now add in one that's 1.67 runs above average from the pitcher's side. I don't know, man. I don't know how he's going to deal with that slider. Yeah, the Mariners, I mean, probably a lot of strikeouts in this game. Probably not a lot of runs. What's the over-under in this one? 6.5. I mean, I would take the over still there. 6.5 is pretty low. But, yeah, Brewers money line. I don't know how honestly, I'm happy they're an underdog from a betting perspective, but like, as a fan, it pisses me off that they're an underdog. There's no reason that there should be have that much disrespect. I guess everybody's just preying on our downfall. I don't know. Game 14, Astros Dbacks. Astros heavy favorite in this one. Don't know why. Oh, because Valdez against Rodriguez. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Astros money line is outstanding value. Rodriguez, yeah, he's gotten better, but like he had Rodriguez was terrible to start the year. You got to remember, he's gonna regress. And honestly, the Astros have some hitters against lefties. You can see right here, we got some power. Diaz for homer, Altuve, Cam Smith, Caratini. I like a lot of these guys. For homer. So, yeah, take anybody on the Astros. On the other side, I don't really see anybody against Valdez that I like on the Diamondbacks. Suarez is not going deep again. We called him yesterday again to get that 5th homer in 3 days. He's not doing it again. He's done. He's done with homers. Don't really like anybody else against Valdez. Astros money line minus 124. Like, that's just an outstanding line. I'm shocked. Unless there's like a pitching change that I don't know about. Did they swap out pitchers? Like, what's going on here? Valdez versus Rodriguez. I don't know, man. I don't know how they're sitting at minus 124. But, yeah, give me the Astros on the money line. I'm going to lock that one in. If that loses, whatever. But, like, you got to take it. Caratini, he is our long shot on the 1-to-1,000. 2.33 total bases per hit versus lefties. 3 homers and 29 at-bats. Really small sample size. He's a very small sample size matchup here, but he's outstanding in that small sample size. Strikes out a ton, though. Diaz, great option for a home run today. I love Yainer Diaz. Jose Altuve, like these guys have insane value. Cam Smith is like plus 850. What's Cam Smith for a home run today? Plus 830. I don't know what the books, like what do they got on Eduardo Rodriguez? I don't know what they think, but they got Eduardo Rodriguez way too overvalued. So positive EV on pretty much everybody to hit a home run on the Astros for the most part. Caratini, Diaz, Altuve, and Cam Smith. Outstanding. All of them. Any of them. So, yeah, Jose Altuve looks good today from a value perspective for sure. 22% chance. Yeah, it's Astros all over that game. And then Twins, Dodgers. If you took the Dodgers money line yesterday, good job. Told y'all it was must-take play. Today, not so much. I'd actually, there's no value. Well, Twins at plus 188 is not bad. Woods Richardson's kind of trash. Yamamoto, we'll see how he does. Definitely a pitching favors the Dodgers today. That being said, Byron Buxton's got an elite matchup. Byron Buxton looks really good today. This would be I don't expect the Twins to win this game, but the value is by far on the Twins, not on the Dodgers at minus 225 and plus 188. So I'm with a 41% chance to win, and they're giving it to you. Let's see what the EV is on this. 143 versus 188. So 6% expected value. I say they have a 41% chance to win. The book is paying you at a 34% rate. So 6% EV on this play. If you do take the Twins, I don't know that they're going to win, but it's not bad. Buxton looks outstanding. Nobody else really looks that good. Buxton's home run line probably is terrible, though. Plus 260, yeah, he's not worth taking for a home run. But for other props like hits, runs, and RBIs, Buxton's a good option. On the other side, Ohtani for a home run, he's negative EV again. Same thing as yesterday. If you boost him, you can get him into positive EV, but plus 233 is fair value on my side. We liked Will Smith yesterday. I like Will Smith again today. It's about the same thing as yesterday. It's like take Will Smith and Ohtani. That's about it. I've been chasing Cody Clemens forever. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to play today. We'll see. I think he'll play today, but I don't have him in right now. We'll see what he ends up looking like. I'm sure he's not going to look that good against Yamamoto. Most people won't. It's only Buxton that looks good, and let's see why. It's because Buxton's really good against a splitter. So not many guys are good against splitters. Buxton's one of them. So just hammered Astros money line. I'm about to do that too, and hopefully it comes through for us. But the value is just too good to pass up, man. I don't know I don't know what they have on the Diamondbacks on Rodriguez. Eduardo, let me just pull him up real quick. Actually, no, let's go Baseball Savant. I need to understand this. What am I missing here? His Savant page isn't good. Pitching run value. He's literally worse than 99% of the league. This year, he's worse than 99% of the league in pitching run value. Fastball's 90 or 10th percentile only. Breaking ball's only 10th percentile, and off speed is first 1 percentile. Like his expected ERA, he's worse than almost 75% of the league. Batting average worse than 75% of the league. Fastball velocity worse than 80% of the league. Average exit velocity, okay, he's okay there. Chase percentage, he's okay. Whiff percentage, he's okay. Hard hit percentage is where he's, I guess, good. He doesn't allow a lot of hard hit balls. But against a team like the Astros that hit the ball hard a lot versus lefties, I don't understand it, man. I do not get it. It's kind of breaking my brain. I don't want to think about it anymore. So, all right, let's just quickly end this video looking at the top batters here, pitch mix-wise. 10 out of 10 for Judge. Pete Armstrong almost a 10. Jose almost a 10. Acuna almost a 10. We got some good matchups. Buxton almost a 10. Kwan looks good. We got some really good matchups today. Home run-wise, we got some really good guys. Obviously, a lot of those Astros we just talked about at the top. J-Ram, Judge, Ohtani, Barger, Springer, Schwarby. Jazz looks pretty good. A lot of good options here. Look at how many guys we have almost at 20% and above for a home run today. 25 guys. 25 guys at about 20% or higher, which is outstanding. Usually we don't see that. Could be a good day for home runs. Let's look at strikeouts real quick. Pitcher strikeouts. Nobody that's like really crazy, I guess. Mizrowski, I think, is a free line. Yeah, I mean, nobody that's like at like 10 or anything, but yeah. Some decent options across the board here. I really like today's slate. I really, really like it. So, fair odds for all the home run guys here on this page too. Come sign up for rudebets.com if you haven't yet. There's a promo code right there. Anyways, how do I feel about that walk-off? That's so stupid. I mean, it is the rule, though. Like, it happened, but it was such a boring way to end a game. Such a boring way to end a game. But, yeah. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. All right. If you don't know, this gets put up on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. I appreciate all the subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you're in the Twitch chat, go to YouTube, look up Rude Bets, and subscribe, please. Thank you very much. We're almost at 1,000. So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream, upload this video to YouTube. If you missed anything or you want to go back and see what I said about any of the games, they'll all be time-stamped. You can go rewatch it. Good luck today. We got ourselves a banger of a slate. I feel really good about it. The vibes are immaculate today. I'll catch y'all tomorrow.